Welcome back. This has become a two-part podcast. So we now have Tribe and some Major League Baseball news. If there is a season this year, Indians radio and TV broadcasters will not be accompanying the team on the road because of the threat of the coronavirus. A source told Cleveland.com. The Indians broadcasters will not be alone. It has been confirmed that all 30 teams will not send their radio and TV broadcasters on the road as teams try to limit their exposure to the virus by keeping their traveling parties as small as possible. Those restrictions could change based on the length of the season and how the season and the virus progresses. At the start of the season, the Indians radio and TV announcing teams would be calling road games from Progressive Field or from a local TV studio. The Yankees, for instance, have a studio in Stamford, Connecticut, and they could be doing their home and road games from there. The Kansas City Royals announcers will be calling their road games from Kauffman Stadium. Another factor is the age of some MLB announcers. People 65 and over are more susceptible to the coronavirus, and teams may want to take extra precautions, about their announcers, travel schedules, and safety protocols. Major League Baseball delayed the start of the season on March 12th because of the opening day was scheduled for March 26th. The owners and players are still negotiating financial and health and safety protocols to open the season. The owners have proposed an 82-game season. The players have proposed a 114-game season. Both sides have supported an expanded playoff system. Bruce Levine, a baseball analyst for WSCR-AM in Chicago, first reported the story. And now keep this in mind, Major League Baseball could return the weekend of July 4th weekend, so hopefully that's a tentative date. But the Major League executives are not in favor of a 114-game season, and I think they're probably going to be in favor of an 82-game season, even though the players are not happy about that. And I think a lot of people are speculating that July 31st being a target date for the NBA to make its return. I just feel that could delay the start of the 2021 season. But I'm happy to make that sacrifice. But they got to come up with a format that's going to work. So we'll have to wait and see just what happens. And the NHL executives and commissioner and executives and governors and all that, they're still in talks about the NHL making its return and getting their season to crowning a Stanley Cup champion. So they're still in talks, and we'll have to see what happens with that, what they come to an agreement for. So I'll keep you updated on all this, and so I just feel that George Floyd was just not he was a person that just was not people didn't think of him as a person that they wanted to. George Floyd just caused a lot of commotion through this last weekend, and a lot of those protests caused a lot of commotion with George Floyd's death, and he just was his funeral was today, and a lot of people spoke out at it, and I feel that he just wasn't the kind of guy that people were crazy about. So, but my heart goes out to the family of George Floyd. My thoughts and prayers are with you during this difficult time. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. I'll be back sometime this weekend, either on Saturday or Sunday with another podcast. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.